All right. Well, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the new video. In this one we're heading back down to Kiln Beach in Horden, County Durham, because the last time I was here there was a lot to find. I found quite a bit of sea glass, but I also found a few anomalies in the strata of the beach, so to speak. You'll see what I mean when we get down there. It looks like mudslide upon mudslide upon mudslide, and of course in those mudslides things get picked up and carried away and carried along, and there were a few strange things in there, so I'm heading back there in order to see if I can dig out a couple of things, find out what they actually were. If you saw the video, one previous to the construction video, the demolition video, sorry, you'll see what I mean. Something in in one of the mudslides really caught my attention, and I couldn't get it out, but it was floppy and flexible, and I think made of rubber. Very strange item. So we're heading back down there, see if we can find it again, and we're going to dig it out, see what the devil it is. I always feel a sense of dread coming down to this beach, because the way down is also the way back up, and it is a long walk to this beach. A couple of flat parts, but mostly uphill when you're coming back, so I've got to bear that in mind wherever I go. Oop. Dog walking service. Well, this beach is perfect for dogs. Hardly anybody else about. Plenty of space. Plenty of puddles. I believe up there will be the coastal walk along the cliffs, but I'm not going uphill just yet. Got a bit of work to do down here first, and then we'll see about getting back up. I'm considering walking down to Black Hall Rocks. The walk back up is a little easier, just a little bit, on account of it being stepped. But it's hard to tell which is easier, a slope or steps, so we'll see as the day goes how and where we get back up. Well, the tide is out for the rest of the day, or most of the day. It'll be heading back in roughly, say, about an hour's time. Gives us plenty of time to have a good look around. I will be looking for a bit of glass, but at the same time I haven't been able to forget about that little anomaly in the mudslide. I'll find it if I can. Sorry for the shaky video. I've got to swap hands now and then because my arm gets tired. Here we are at Horden Beach. I think if you recall in the last video I was here, this was all flooded over terribly. We had a lot of rain just before then, and of course it all gathered here. I think there it's sloped downwards towards this sort of marshy, grassy area, and it's all just puddled and gathered there. So we're going to take the long way around, and we're going to go around this and find some solid ground to start on. There's nowhere better than the beach to come for relaxation. Now I say this beach is unique because you can see here we've got this sort of horizontal plateau, but you get over it and the beach is an entirely different story, which is exactly what I showed in the last video last time I was here. There's the actual beach, and this is a strata of sorts where it's been, you can see it's like layers and layers, and it's just been washed away by the sea, washed away to reveal these strata, and that's what I'm very interested in, at least looking at anyway. I'm just got to see if I can get down this death trap. Here we go. Yeah, I've still got it. Beautiful. So take a look at this. And already, see here? Oh, an amazing piece of timber. Now look at the strata above that. That's got to be years and probably decades of strata on top of that. That's something else, that is. That's wedged right in there. No chance of getting that out. You can see it goes all the way along the beach. So I'm going to pop down for a bit, see what I can find. About 10 seconds ago, and I've just found this gorgeous piece of sea glass. I think it's mixed in with a little bit of, it's mixed with a little bit of something. You can see the shade there. I can't see colour, but you can see that's something different. I can't make that out. It's like mixed with some sort of light slag. Sorry, I'll try and get a focus on it. Here we go. It's terrible when you're doing this one-handed. There we go. Beautiful. It's the first piece of glass I've come across, so I'm going to look for some more. So I'm going to look for some sea glass now. Now, to say that this beach is a productive beach would be an understatement. I've just got down on the beach and I've found two pieces already, two big pieces. This one I've shown you, that is a beauty, and also this, which I believe is a dark green. Now, a lot of people walk past these, but you can't do that. You've got to pick up each piece. You've got to check it against the sun, because that's a piece of green glass. And as you can see, it looks just like a stone. So I brought my trusty rake, which I got for $1.99 at Lidl, of all places. The middle of Lidl, you can't beat it. And I'm going to have a rake around and see what I can find. Alright, here we go. Hey, it works! One way you can tell if it's stone or coal or glass, wipe it on a normal stone. See there? That's coal. Yep. Very small, but it all adds up. All cool. Now we've got a strange piece here. I don't know if you can see this. This, hold on a second. Come on, focus, you bugger. Is it having it? No, it's not. Yeah, okay. I'll try and find a different angle. What I'm going to do is move to where the shingle is a little smaller. I don't know if you can see these stones, quite big. And what we need to do is head to a place where the stones and the shingle are a bit smaller. So you're moving less rock and you find possibly better bits of glass. That I think is a piece of glass mixed with slag. I think, but I've got to get a light behind it to check it. And my light is on my phone, which I'm using to film. So I'll check that a little bit later. In the meantime, we're going to head somewhere where the shingle's a bit smaller and it's a bit easier to look through. Otherwise I'm going to wear me rake down to nothing. Just before I start looking for glass again, I'll whine on and on and on about the myriad of things you find on the beach. Now take a look at this. Now the patterns and the shapes in this thing. That's clearly some kind of industrial wastage, industrial slag. But you know, it's beautiful. The patterning and the shaping. It's, I don't know, it's almost artistic. It's just so weird what you come across on the beach. You'd never think of, you know, taking that home and using it as an ornament, of course, but, you know, you can see the beauty of it. And that's the rugged beauty of the coast. Well, I think we'll leave that there. You'll have to move about 5 feet, because the shingle on this beach is excellent. So I'm going to have a little dig around here. I don't need my rake here, because the shingle is much smaller. It's easy to look through with your hands. nice. You do find some fossils on this beach, but not many. That's fossilised coral. Very worn down, very smooth, but not quite what I'm looking for. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Oh, another one. Beautiful. So I found some glass. These dark pieces I'm going to have to check with a light. So I'm going to take a picture of this. What isn't glass I'll throw out, and what is glass I'll keep in. So you can see, you get pieces like that, which are very sort of dense, or they look dense. They don't look anything like glass, but that could be glass mixed with slag. And then you get darker things like this. That's exactly the right surface for glass. But again, you need a light. And again, same with the other dark pieces. You need to get a light behind them and check them. So I'm going to do that now. And we'll see what I get to keep and what I don't get to keep. So it turns out all of this is glass. That's somewhat see-through with the light, with the torch. Only just, but it is glass mixed with slag, mixed with something else, waste, and it is definitely a piece of glass. That's glass, that's glass, and that's glass. Now you've got to look very, very carefully, because a lot of people just mistake these for stones and such, and they're not. They've got the right surface, they've got the right sort of shape. It's very smooth. So it's always better to look twice before you throw that black thing away. And I know these are dark, I know that, but by all means, you know, keep looking twice, and look 3 times if you have to, because that next piece of glass you find that looks black might be a maroon red, such as the one I found a couple of years ago. So there's a lot of beach to cover, so I'm just going to set up the camera, have a damn good look around, and I'll bring what I find to the camera once I'm finished, so I can get some proper hunting in, because I've yet to find that anomaly that I found in the strata up here last video. So we'll get a bit of glass hunting done while we've got a good tide out, and then we'll go off exploring. What I'm thinking is, I'll bring the camera to the hunt, because I know in the last beach video I made, a gentleman said it would be nice to see you scraping through more of the shingle. So I'll do the best I can, because I'm kind of hunting one-handed, so I'll try. And if you spot a piece of glass that I miss, let me know. It's hard to keep an eye on the video as well as the shingle. There we go. So here we go, I'll try. Things I do for you guys. Nice piece. Alright. Oh, no, that might well be a piece of glass. Does it see through it? Ah, see what I mean? There's perils of filming one-handed. Got to try and get that in the right sunlight. I can't tell, but I'll put that in the tub and I'll check that once I've put the camera down again. Again, here we go. See here? See there? That could be a piece of glass mixed with slag. Keep hold of it. Don't chuck it away. See, something like that could be a piece of glass. I don't think it is. It just feels wrong. Feels the wrong shape, the wrong texture. It's not leaving any marks behind. No, that's not glass. Don't ask me how I know. I can tell. Honestly, some people say, "How can you tell? How can you tell?" Well, it's just something you got to sort of like, you know, you got to grasp it. You got to learn it. Can't tell that one. Pop it in there. Anyway, might be another piece. So what I'll do is I'll move the camera along the shingle. See if you can spot anything. See, there's nothing that particularly jumps out at me, which is why you've got to sort of dig down. It's always best to find a spot like this where the shingle is just the right size, you know, like so. There you go. Look at that. And that handful, just on the off chance, piece of glass. I'll smash it in. Alright. Oh, that might be a piece. Yes. Is that a piece of glass? Yes, it is. I know, it's shaky, it's crap. I know. I don't know if you can see there. That's quite see-through. That's definitely a piece of glass. We'll have a closer look later on. Alright. Focus. There we go. So what I will do is I'll pop the camera back up on the tripod and do a bit more hunting where I can concentrate on the hunting itself. I'm keeping the camera down because there's people around and not everybody wants to be on video. But I'll put you guys into protective custody. Alright. Gonna move along here, I think. Can you tell all my work is unedited? Safety glass. Not quite what I'm looking for. shell. Take a look at this. That is an absolute beauty. That makes the day worthwhile. That one piece. Absolutely gorgeous. That's what I come here for. What a gorgeous piece of glass. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to try and capitalise on that piece of glass I just found. Check the whole area around it. Right there. Another piece. Oh my goodness, another piece. It's just laying on the ground. Like I said, all you got to do is look. It's beautiful. There's another piece. And these are all big chunky pieces. It's lovely finding the small pieces. It's all glass, but when you find a big piece, it's just, I mean, that's just beautiful. I absolutely love that piece. It's full of bubbles as well. Perfect. Very happy with that. Also, we've got the sun on our side. The sun is quite bright. It can show up through glass and it can show the transparency. That's not so easy on a windy, oh look at that, look at that, there. That's not so easy on a windy sort of dreary day. You need more, the more sunlight you've got the better. And the higher up in the horizon the better as well. Otherwise it just makes a shadow of everything. Beautiful. That's a piece of Seaham glass and that's like cracked in two. Got a sharp corner on that, so we'll hide that. Let the sea finish its work. There we go, see another piece there. I think that's glass mixed with slag, so we'll check that with a torch. You know, I'm almost tempted to carry on looking for glass and forget about the thing we found in the mudslide, but we'll see. I mean, sometimes you've got to have a break in between, you know, otherwise you scrape all the skin off your hands. That is a beautiful piece of glass. That is glass. Completely transparent. These are all beautiful big pieces as well. That's very bubbly. Very bubbly. That normally means it's been in a bonfire. I'll keep that. Love a bit of bonfire. Oh, there we go. Nice bit of light. A little bit of bonfire glass. You find a canny bit of that at Hartlepool. I've not been there for some time. I don't think that's glass. Famous last word. I think that's a piece of glass. It's a bit thick, so we'll check that with the torch. Again, if you're not sure, keep hold of it until you can get a torch. If it's not glass, pull it, and if it is, you've done yourself a big favour. It's not glass. Uncooked or undercooked. Nicely frosted sea glass is what you call cooked. Glass that still looks like glass is what you call undercooked. So it needs a bit more cooking. Nice piece. I'll have one last little dig through this pile and I think we'll move on. Because it's always worth going back over a pile that you've made, just in case. You've got to sort of trowel it, mix it up. Check that piece with the torch. Yeah, I think that bit's done. So a quick recap. In about 20-25 minutes of glass looking for sea glass. That's what I found. Some of these pieces here might not be glass, but I know most of these dark parts are. I've already checked some of them. You can see the variation in size, the colours, and it just shows, you know, any one of these dark ones could look like stone. Don't throw them away. Make sure you get a light behind them first before you take them anywhere, because you never know what you're throwing away. I think we'll move on a little bit. I've got to charge the camera up as well, I think. Well, I'm just about coming to the end of my hunt. It has been a phenomenal day, and I wanted to show a lot more glass hunting, but unfortunately the portable battery pack that I brought down is not charging my phone up, unfortunately. So I've done a lot more hunting, and I'll just show you a few of the bits. That's most of it. Well, that's all of it. Well, got one. But as you can see, there's just all manner of colours and shapes and sizes, and notably this one, that's a favourite. I've just been told today that that's opaline. I've got a few bits like this to check out with the light, but other than that, I know that all of this is glass, and I'm very, very happy with this haul. This is about an hour and a half's hunting. I'd like to give a shout out to Andrew Wells. He's part of the Facebook group UK Hunters, and he's shown me the biggest piece of clear I think I've ever seen. It's massive. I'll include a picture, but it's a beautiful piece. So I'm going to take a walk along the beach, and I'm going to see if I can pick up some while I'm walking instead of digging, because my hands are just, you know, I'll have no skin left soon. So we're going to take a walk along and just sort of skim the surface, see what I can find. Well, I'm just about come to the end of my hunt. As you can see, naturally that way is Easington and Seaham, and past that Sunderland. Up here we have Horden, and all the way down that end we have Black Hole Rocks. Same beach as last time. So what I'm going to do, because I don't have much battery left, I'm going to stop at one spot and have a good look through the shingle. So like I said, I don't have a great deal of battery left, so this one's cut short. But I'm going to have one last look, and then I think I'll head off for the day. There's so much beach to look through, you're going to be here for a week. And even then I've more to find. So I'll get set up, one last look through, and then we'll be out of here. So this is what we've got. All that, plenty there. Let's have one last shindig and then head home, because my hands are getting cold and I've had enough. I think that's a piece. Yes, it is. That's quite transparent. Come on. Yeah, I don't know. I've got to get a better camera. Like I say, if you spot a piece that I don't, let me know. Not like I'll come back for it, like, but I'll be interested in seeing what you can spot that I can't. Oh, that might be a piece. I'm doubting it. I'll pop that in. Check it out later on under the light. I had planned on walking down the Black Hole Rocks for an easier walk up, but just with the sheer amount of glass that I found, I stuck around, and I'm going to go back up Lime Kiln, which of course will be a bugger, but it'll save me a lot of energy in the long run. Again, another piece I can't quite tell, so I'll pop that in the box and check it out later. You know, I'm thinking maybe I should have stayed where I was. There's more glass coming over there than there is here. I just met a gentleman up on the beach. I think his name was Wells. He's just shown me the biggest piece of sea glass I think I've ever seen. Oh, that might be a piece. It is massive. A piece. Again, I'll have to stick that in the box. Check it later. Right, last bit. Nah, don't think so. You see, this is the sort of beach that you can dig upon. You can find a good spot like this and just dig and dig and dig, look around, move the shingle around and find plenty. But it's also such a beach that you can walk along and just pick up the glass from the surface. I met a couple just now who were doing that very thing. Personally, I like to have a good dig. Once I find a good spot, I tend to stick with it. And I don't particularly like bending down too much all the time. But you know, everyone's got their own way of searching and collecting and picking up. I like to have a good route around, see what's under the surface. And in this case, not a great deal. It just shows you though, parts of the beach can be productive, others not so much. Oh, I have found this piece however. See there? This one? Got a beautiful line around it, all the way around. And that is glass. I've checked it with a light. That is a very nice piece. And I think it's about time to sign off. I'll not take this back up line kiln because we went through that in the last video. But I am actually planning on coming back down tomorrow due to the sheer amount of glass that I found today. So I'm going to sign off this one for now, and I will see you again hopefully tomorrow. Thanks again for watching.